The Agency for Migration and Asylum, AIMA, today launches a website so that immigrants can make requests for family reunification. With no wide opening of vacancies for over a year, this is one of the measures most awaited by foreigners. In an exclusive interview with DN, the president of the organization, Luís Goes Pinheiro, explained that priority groups were chosen in this initial phase, and that there will no longer be a vacancy system. The race to the portal of who arrives first is over, he summarized. At this stage, which excluded residents with a CPLP title, immigrants with children aged between 5 and 10 will be able to make the request, which will cover the entire family. For example, if the father has a residence permit here, but the son and spouse do not, they both receive the document, explains Pinheiro. When accessing the portal, next to the AIMA website, the foreigner will have to indicate who the appointment will be for. You must also submit mandatory documents, such as your passport, birth certificate, marriage or civil union certificate, and proof of entry into the national territory. The list of requirements will appear on the portal. After placing the order on the website and paying the fee, an email will be sent within a maximum period of 15 working days. There will be 2 possibilities for contact: to request more documents that may be missing, or to inform the date and place for collecting biometric data in person. The first appointments will be on February 10th. The service will be provided at 10 AIMA branches spread across the country, preferably on Saturdays. We will have a rotation, always with 10 counters open on Saturdays, a day when it is easier for the whole family to attend, he points out. In addition to the documentation process, a team will analyze other issues that require support, such as school attendance or social assistance that may be necessary. We don't want it to be just a documentary intervention, but to have another type of attention with families, he argues. In the next stage, the procedure will be available to children aged 5 to 15 and, subsequently, from 5 to 18 years old. The president explains that the priority was established by the school period. For now, immigrants with titles from the Community of Portuguese-Speaking Countries, CPLP, are left out, even those with children aged 5 to 10. According to Luís Goes Pinheiro, the model is still under study. We don't want to create a complex model. We are finding a simple solution, which will involve digital, he highlights. The president of AIMA guarantees that no one will be deprived of the service, but that it will be done in stages. Asked whether the decision involves the impasse with the European Commission over the CPLP titles, Pinheiro rejects the hypothesis. The position of the Portuguese state is very clear. There is no problem with the CPLP document. After the majority of families with children in the country have been scheduled, AIMA will decide whether to give priority to the children of immigrants who are outside the country or to adults who already reside in Portugal with their spouse. Let's see what is most relevant, possibly in dialogue with immigrant associations that are on the ground, he suggests. Asked about how long it will take for everyone to have the right to family reunification, Pinheiro did not give any deadline. There is no data available now, but in the first few days, we will know and adjust the increase in ages. We just know that there are many people who need it, but not how many. We need to see, first, what the demand is. According to the president of the organization, the choices also involve keeping the service always available, unlike the previous model, in which vacancies were opened occasionally, without prior notice and sold out within minutes. We don't want to create false expectations like opening vacancies for December, or for the mother in Braga and the son in Faro. This doesn't make sense, he argues. The main objective is for people to know that it will be continuous, being called within 15 days and as close as possible to where they live. The previous times when family reunification or other vacancies were opened, the website went down within minutes due to the high number of hits. The president hopes that the portal will hold up, but emphasizes that it will not be on a first-come, first-served basis as before. Going now or later is the same because it is not a competition between places. There are places for everyone in stages. It changes at most to be attended to on one Saturday or another. Trying to access it at the same time is not worth it because it brings the site down and slows everyone down. Luís Goes Pinheiro adds that the model also avoids the action of robots, frequently used in the old system of the extinct Foreigners and Borders Service, SEF, to obtain a place. If after 15 days there is no contact by email, the immigrant must notify AIMA using an exclusive email address for this matter. There may be a computer problem, but it will not be due to a lack of response capacity, as we will give it top priority, he says. The agency began activities at the end of October, after a long service transition process. From the outset, priority was announced for family reunification as a way of integration and of correcting the liabilities left by the lack of vacancies in the area in the former SEF.